today we're making one of the world's favorite Indian foods, chicken tikka, served on skewers, easy to make and even easier to eat. I'm Jeff Philbin and this is Dinner DeeAs. My guest today in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen is an old friend of the show, Chef Inder Suryawanshi, executive chef for the JW Marriott on Clearwater Beach. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, my friend.
Hello, Jeff.
I'm so excited to have you back here because the last time that he was here, Chef Inder shared a recipe for butter chicken, which is still available on our website, and that was one of your mom's favorite dishes.
Correct.
And today we're actually doing one of your dad's favorite dishes.
Yes. So this is the chicken tikka masala.
And this is mom and dad here?
Yes, correct.
And they're still in India.
Yes, they're still in India, so I miss them every single day, but this is the one thing, it keeps their memories every time when I cook their food.
Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Chef Inder is going to be sharing how he makes chicken tikka skewers, plus a homemade mint chutney to go with it and a cabbage slaw. Now, chicken tikka is not to be confused with chicken tikka masala, which is more of a curry in a sauce. Now, this is traditionally on skewers, and traditionally it's going to be cooked on a charcoal. Now, we don't have a charcoal setup here inside the Dinner DeeAs kitchen, so is that going to change what we're looking for with the end product?
So it's not going to change. If you like to have that charred flavor, then yes, obviously we need to use the charcoal grill. But you can chicken tikka, you can just sear it on the pan, or either you can cook it in the oven. It still gives you that nice marinated chicken flavor. It's just not going to give you that charred flavor.
The charred flavor. But you just said it before. You're still going to get a great marinade, and that's where we need to start with kind of getting things going for it. But before we even get into a marinade, we need to start soaking some wooden skewers.
Correct, so it doesn't get burnt when you're cooking.
How important is that? Because so many people might not think to do that.
So when you soak the skewers in the water, so when you're cooking, or either when you're cooking in a char broiler, it gets burned. So it's very hard to pick up when you take it out the skewers from the grill.
Okay, so all we're going to do is just...
So we just take a water, or we
pour
just
right
can
in?
pour
Okay.
right on there, and then we keep it like a half hour, or like maybe 35 minutes, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Just to get that water inside.
And these are shorter skewers than what you would traditionally kind of see.
Yeah, so we can, it's depend on, if you have a bigger grill, we can use the bigger grills, or
Okay.
you can even use the metal skewers just to make sure it fits on the grill.
Very cool. All right, so these are going to soak over here for a little bit, which now gives us the chance to really start with the marinade.
Yes, so next thing we're going to do is the marination. That's the most important thing in the chicken tikka skewers.
How do we put this all together? What do we need to do next?
So now we take the yogurt first. Take the yogurt in the bowl.
And when it comes to the yogurt, full-fat yogurt, low-fat yogurt, what are we working with?
I prefer full-fat yogurt,
Okay.
so that it gives you that nice flavor, nice tardiness from the yogurt.
So you can actually taste the difference and feel that difference between?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then next we added the ginger garlic paste.
Okay.
Then a little bit of oil.
How'd you make the ginger garlic paste? For those at home,
So basically we just take the peeled ginger, or you can use with the skin, and garlic, just add it in the blender, a little bit of water.
Okay.
It's blended. That's your ginger garlic paste.
simple, okay?
Then a little bit of salt. This is the coriander powder I'm adding here, and this red chili powder. It's depend on how hot you want it.
Okay.
So I like pretty spicy. I mentioned last time.
I do too. Every chef does. Every time they come in, they're like, I like it spicy.
And this is the lemon juice. And at end we add this garam masala here. And this this is like a magic ingredients.
Okay.
As I mentioned, this gives you that earthy flavor. And anything you put, you can use it in chicken tikka skewer. We use it in the butter chicken last time.
Yep.
So this is like a magic ingredients for me.
Okay.
As you see, this is starting to like nice and red color. And if you want more red you can use it more like a chili powder in there. Once you mix it, here we have the chicken.
Very cool. To grab Chef Inder's recipe for these chicken tikka skewers, go to dinnerdeas.com, where we also have his recipes from previous visits, including that butter chicken. You can use the QR code we have in the corner. The way it works is you just open your phone's camera app and zoom in on the black and white box in the bottom left corner. And so long as you're in photo mode, you might need to zoom in. A link to us will pop up on your phone.
So next we add this marination in this chicken and mix it really good. So it needs to marinate at least minimum 4 hours.
A minimum of 4 hours.
You can marinate at evening and then use it next day to get the more flavor.
Okay.
But at least minimum 4 hours just to get that flavor inside the chicken and the tenderness.
Yeah, you can tell that beautiful color's coming through so nicely already. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we work on a side of slaw and make our mint chutney ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. We're making chicken tikka skewers today with Chef Inder Suryawanshi, Executive Chef for the JW Marriott on Clearwater Beach, where this is not on the menu, but we're going to show you how to do it. Before the break, we soaked our skewers in water, a very important step if you're using wooden skewers, but only if you don't want them catching fire. Then made the tikka marinade for the chicken, combining yogurt with ginger garlic paste, Kashmiri red chili powder, garam masala, ground coriander, turmeric powder, kasuri methi, lemon juice, oil, salt, which all sounds really, really exotic, but these spices are super easy to find, especially online. Then the chicken has to sit for at least 4 hours with that marinade to really penetrate. But you said upwards of 24.
Upward to
and
24,
even more flavor.
yeah, it gives you more flavor, more tenderness of the chicken.
Oh, I love it. So while that's marinating in the fridge, we can start working with a little bit of a slaw here.
Correct. So this goes really well with the chicken skewer. So this gives you nice freshness.
But this
with
like
the
seems
cabbage.
almost Americanized in a way too. I mean, is this like something that's very popular in India?
It's so when we presenting, yes, we use the green cabbage only.
Okay.
This is my version of being a little bit of creative of the slaw. So I created because it looks wonderful when you added those 3 colors, right? Purple, red with the carrots, and green with the scallions. So
Okay.
I try to come up with a little bit of my version of slaw, but no, definitely it's not. Goes with the chicken skewers we eat in India.
Okay.
But here it definitely.
So it's a very fusion-based dish then.
Yes, correct.
Okay, very cool.
So here we have 3 green cabbage, purple cabbage, and we have carrots, and we have scallions on the top.
Okay.
And here we have honey, lime juice, salt, olive oil, black pepper, and this chaat masala.
Chaat masala, like what? There's a lot of complexities behind this. Like what am I smelling?
So chaat masala it has a tangy flavor. It's made out of a dry raw mango powders.
Okay.
And it has a ground pepper and dry ginger.
Okay.
It's blended together. That gives you that chaat masala, a little bit of tangy flavor.
Okay. Does it have a sweetness behind it too because of some of that mango that you're talking about?
So usually we use the raw mango. So
Okay.
when it's in back home, the raw mango is a little bit really sour. So
Okay.
that's the tartness it comes in there.
And
so
that's where you're getting that
the-
tang in it. Okay. Very cool.
So basically we just add a little bit of honey. That gives you more a sweetness in the slaw. Lime juice.
I mean, it's just beautifully colored. I mean, it's just so vibrant over here.
A little bit of salt. And this black pepper. You can use, if you want a little bit extra spicy or hot, you can use that.
Okay.
But this is the main ingredients, the chaat masala.
The chaat
so
masala.
this is the unique, that will give you that unique flavor.
And that's an easy one to find online too?
It's easy one to find, or you can make it at home with just grind the dry mango powder and then dry ginger.
That's it. Okay.
And mix it together, and you just need to keep it around 10-15 minutes. And you can add a little bit of cilantro in there. Right there, it's your
That's actually
slaw is ready.
looks great. Grab Chef Ender's recipe for his dad's favorite chicken tikka skewers and the slaw and the chutney that we're about to do at dinnerdeas.com. Just scan the QR code in the corner of the screen to get right to us. All right, we've got a chutney here.
So it's a mint chutney.
Like, because like sometimes when you go to the grocery store and you're like, oh, hey, I see a mango chutney on the shelf, I'm going for that. Like, what's the difference between this mint chutney and something you might find at a grocery store?
So mango chutney and mint chutney is totally two different things. So mango chutney has that sweetness in the sauce, and it can stay longer. So mint chutney, you have to make it right away and eat it right away.
Okay.
Because of the mint and cilantro, it turns a little bit, if you keep it longer, it turns dark and doesn't taste sweet. It tastes a little bit more spicy because it has chilies in it.
Okay, so those fresh ingredients are also an indicator that, hey, look, there's, with a mango chutney that you might be having, those preservatives and all those sugars and that sweetness, yeah, that's in its own category. The fresh ingredients here, you
Yes.
got to use this today.
Yes, so we have the cilantro here.
And does this make this a more of a traditional dish then?
Yes, correct. The mint sauce, it's used almost a lot of appetizers in India. You can eat it with different appetizers like samosas, like it's a vada pav, which is like a potato cake and bun. So lot of things in India based on the mint sauce.
This is the mint sauce. Okay, so inside right now the blender, we just had a little bit of mint, a little cilantro. What's going in next?
This one is a cumin powder, roasted cumin powder.
Okay.
And then the chili. You can use jalapenos if you don't find the Thai green chilies. You can use jalapenos. Just be careful when you add in there. It's depend on how hot you like it.
Okay.
You can make it mild or you can make it really spicy.
Okay.
This is a couple of garlic and this is a ginger. Very easy to make. You just added everything and just use a little bit of water in there so it's bent perfectly. And I'm just.
And then any salt, any sugar?
So once it's finished, we're gonna add salt and sugar. Right there, it's mint. So once it's done, blended, you can take it out.
It smells absolutely fantastic.
And then you can use a little bit of salt here, just to taste. And if you wanted to add a little bit of sugar, that gives you a little bit more like a sweetness. It's not too much sweetness, but it gives you that like aftertaste.
Okay.
And then at the end, we add the yogurt like last because we don't want it to, when you're blending, we don't want to separate the yogurt. So we add the yogurt in here.
Okay.
And just mix it together. And here you go. Your mint sauce is ready.
Here. Ooh, that's fresh.
And then it's a little bit spicy.
With that jalapeno?
But yeah, when you eat with the chicken, it's perfect.
Oh, we're taking another quick break, but when we come back, how to cook up our skewers without charcoal ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. Chef Ender Suryawan, she is our guest again today. He's the executive chef for the J.W. Marriott on Clearwater Beach, and he's sharing another Indian idea for dinner. Chicken tikka skewers, easy to make, and you could do them on the cooktop, plus a side of slaw and a homemade chutney, which we worked on before the break. We made a slaw of cabbage, carrots, scallions, adding honey, lime juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, and chaat masala, which is just made of dried mango, and finally a little cilantro. Letting it sit to bring the flavors together while we made a mint chutney, blending fresh mint, cilantro, green chilies, ginger, garlic, roasted cumin powder, plus a little water and lemon juice. Then we added salt, sugar, and plain yogurt. And we've got that in the fridge right now, just kind of cooling, bringing those flavors together and helping to maybe not change the color.
Yes, correct. So mint has that when you keep it outside, it gets a little bit darker on the top. So if you put it in a refrigerator, it preserves to getting that darker color on the top.
Okay, so that's going to be bright when we look at it again.
Yes, correct.
All right, very cool. And when we put that into the fridge, we made the swap because we've also taken chicken out of the fridge.
Yes, correct. Now we're gonna make the skewers. So we have already chicken is nicely marinated.
Okay.
So Jeff, if you wanted to, so there is a trick not to fall the chicken from the skewer. So
Okay.
you take the chicken, you one end and then you. So you fold it like this. You can use like maybe like 2 or 3. Right there. And then we just
Would you like to just put a couple on there? Just a few.
yeah, just few. We can stand here while we're making more.
Now, before they hit the pan, how much sauce should still be on there? How much marinade should we keep on there?
Need a good amount of marinade so it gets that when the marinade start like burning, so it gives you that nice smoky flavor.
Okay.
Again, and it's already marinated. It's already in the chicken, so it gives you that nice flavor with the yogurt, lime juice.
To grab Chef Inder's recipe for these chicken tikka skewers, go to dinnerdeas.com or follow along right on your phone by scanning the QR code down there to find us. All right, let me get the last one in here before we put these on too. That last one for you there, Chef. How do we cook these now?
So we have here griddle. It's already nice and hot. So we add a little bit of oil in there, so the chicken doesn't stick on there.
Any particular oil that you like to use right now?
We can use the canola oil
Okay.
or olive oil, and then we just.
So just
That's
that oil that's going to have neutral flavors and maybe just a high smoke point?
Yes, correct. And we just. And each side we can sear it like a couple of minutes,
Okay.
1 or 2 minutes, just to give you that nice seared, and then just throw it in the oven.
And I mean, once that marinade hit that hot pan, I mean,
It's
the
usually
aromas
nice.
coming off again are just, oh, so incredible over here. Look at that one. If you make this for your dinner, we want to know. Take a photo and share it with us. Find us at facebook.com/dinnerdeas. That's what Trish did. She's watching Tampa. Hi, Trish. She made the short ribs, rice with peas, and sauteed cabbage recipe shared by Chef Eddie Adams from Loaded Potato in Clearwater. Trish said, I made this for dinner the day after the show. The directions were so easy to follow. The dinner came out awesome. Thanks for the great recipe. Chef, I mean, pretty cool over there, huh?
Yeah.
She's having some fun in the kitchen, and I think, Trish, maybe you might want to have a little fun with this one here, because this is easy.
This is easy, and it's a great dinner to have with, like, even you can eat with the rice or even the mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Now, this is your dad's favorite dish. Now, was there like a moment, like, did he make this with you when you were growing up as a kid, or was this something that you just enjoyed together?
So we just enjoy together. Whenever we have a free time, my dad used to be in army, so when we have a free time, when he used to come home, when we have free time, we just used to enjoy with the chicken, rice, and then this is his favorite dish to eat, as well as mine. So,
Oh, wow.
so now it's nice and seared both sides, so we just take it out.
Okay.
This.
And we're just going to transfer this. Now, you put a little oil on this pan here during that break before.
So it doesn't get stick.
Okay.
And right there.
So we just got a little bit of the char, a little grill action over here, but now we're going to let these finish truly in the oven to get that final
Yes,
cook.
and it takes only 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it's ready to go.
Very cool. One last break before we plate these up. Ahead on Dinner Deals. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. We've been making some sensational skewers today with Chef Inder Suryawanshi, executive chef for the JW Marriott on Clearwater Beach, and he's sharing a recipe for chicken tikka skewers. Quick, simple, no need for the grill. Chef,
So
final touches here.
final touches. This is it, right? So we have this some clarified butter, or you can use a regular butter or a clarified butter. So we're just gonna brush it on the top so it looks nice and shiny, and then give you that nice moist texture. And then we just take it from here.
Look at how beautifully it just sits right on top of
And
that
then-
slaw, which is a nice little base.
And then you can just put microgreens or micro cilantro just for the garnish. And right there, your chicken skewers with a slaw
That's
and
like
a mint sauce.
An absolute work of art, Chef. I mean, this looks absolutely beautiful. I don't even know if we should even eat this or just marvel at it.
It's dig it in. So that's all I can say.
Well, thanks to Chef Inder. Try these skewers for yourself. Just grab the recipe at dinnerdeas.com, where we also have a link to the JW Marriott, where he masterminds their restaurant. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more ideas for dinner, or as we call them, Dinner DeeAs. Cheers. Boom.